Now I start and I start there sharing the screen and we should go to the full screen and so I'll share one more time. So can you see the presentation full screen now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So now we are going to speak about the structure of such complex sentences. Well, so this is the some details about asking short and gentle questions and why doctors tend to ask these kind of questions. So patients are vulnerable when they come into contact with medical professionals. So when taking a history, doctors and nurses need to learn to ask questions in a way that instills confidence in patients and elicits accurate information. And if we have a look at the next slide here, there is a language spot. And doctors ask gentle questions to put the patient at ease. And there is so the example of such sentence, gentle questions. So if we start question with can you tell me? So this is actually the question. And the second part of the sentence is not a question grammatically. This is the narration, the affirmative sentence. And the structure of the sentence should be like this. We have the question word what or who. Then we should use a noun and a verb. So the verb should follow the noun. Like in the sentence, what's your surname? So noun, surname, and verb to be is in the form of is. It is used before the noun because this is direct question. But if we make indirect question, which is a complex sentence, we change the order of words. We start with, can you tell me then what your surname is? Surname and then the verb in the indirect question. Well, and so doctors remove words to make questions shorter, like instead of, oh, what's your first name? So we may ask your first name instead of have you any other names and any other names. So it's clear. And I would like you to focus on the information which is presented here on this slide about indirect questions. So you can see here the chart in the left-hand column. You can see the direct questions and the corresponding indirect questions to the right. Can you see the slide?
Yes, Dr. We see it.
Okay, thank you. Well, so the first sentence here, the direct question is, where is the bank? So the order of words is inverted here because it's the question order of word. So we use where the question word, then is the verb, and then the noun, the bank. If we make the indirect question, so which consists of two parts, we change the order of words. So could you tell me, this is the first part, and the second part is where the bank is. We move is from the place before the noun to the place after the noun. So the next example here is, what time do the shops close? So you see that the question is formed with the help of the auxiliary verb do. And if we make the indirect question, we start with a question phrase like, do you know? This is one part of the question, and this is the question itself. And then we do not use do in the second part of the sentence. What time the shops close? No do, because that should be their direct order of words, like in affirmative sentence. The next example, is there a bus stop near here? This is actually the general question or yes, no question, because we answer this question with the help of yes or no. And if we use this phrase in the indirect question, which starts with, do you know? We need to add some word. This is if. We need to add if. And we also change the order of words. Instead of is there, we use there is. So do you know if there is a bus stop near here? This is the sentence. And the last sentence is also the general question, the question to the whole sentence. Does this train go to Victoria Station, for example? So it starts with an auxiliary does. And when we change this sentence into indirect question, could you tell me? We also add if, because that was the general question. And we eliminate does. We do not use does. We follow with this train, then the verb. If this train goes to Victoria. And you can see that we need to add es to the verb go, because this is the present simple third person singular train. We can, so when we speak about he, she, it, we add es. So is the information clear?
Yes, Dr. Clear.
Okay, thank you for your feedback. And now let us look at this slide, and here we have the practical exercise. So where the task is to make indirect questions. So the example is given here. Where's the station? Is the station we have? And when we change this, so when we use it in the indirect question, we change the order of words. Could you tell me where the station is? So the verb is used after the noun. So tell me please, okay, is Abdelrahman here?
Which Abdurrahman, Yusuf?
Which?
Doctor?
Do we have two Abdelrahmans?
Yusuf Abdurrahman, Abdurrahman al-Hibr.
I see. I will call Yosef like Yosef, and I will call El Hibr Abdelrahman like Abdelrahman. So I mean El Hibr Abdelrahman. Are you here? No? Okay. Is Yana here? This is minus.
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Yana, will you read the first sentence, please? The first line.
Okay, where do you live? Where do you live? Do you know where? If I'm asking somebody, do you know? I'm asking the same one, or I'm asking other one.
You are asking the same person, but you want to you would like to make it sound more gentle, more polite.
Yeah. Do you know where do they live? Do you know where do they live?
Well,
it should be
no. So we don't need like here in the example. What time do the shops close? Do you know what time the shops close? No, do, because this is the second part of the sentence is not a question. So
it is. It's there's a question mark.
Look, the question is the first part. Do you know? This is the question. But the next part is not the question. This is just the application to the question. So it
I
should-
couldn't understand. Can you make like can you answer it just for an example?
so like here on the previous slide, there was what time do the shops close? This is direct question. Do you see?
Yes.
It is made with the help of do, auxiliary do. When we
Mhm.
make it indirect question and we start with do you know, we do not use do because the next, the order of words in the second part of the sentence is direct. So we should
Yeah.
use noun, the shops, and verb close, no auxiliaries. So
Okay. So where do you live? Do you know where do they live? Or do you know where do you know where they live?
do you know where they live?
They
No,
live?
do. Yes, do you know where they
Okay.
live? Mhm, good. Now, please, I'll give you just 3 minutes to write down the sentences. So the indirect sentences. Please do it on paper, and then we'll check. Okay, we'll check together.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm. Okay, so start, please. Start, please. Well, so let us just try to check what we've written and so so Noor, please read the second line here.
Is there a bank near here? Can you tell me where the near bank here?
Tell me, please.
No. Can you tell me where can you tell me where can I find the near bank here?
So the question is not about where that person can found. The person is asking, is there a bank about like maybe there are no banks here nearby?
Okay, can you tell me
Uh-huh.
is there a bank near here?
Where's the verb? The verb is, right? So
If
use it, please.
is there a bank?
There is.
Yes, the bank.
Just a minute. I mean, here on the previous slide, yes, we have a similar sentence. Is there a bus stop near here? This is the general question, the question to the whole sentence, yes, no question. If we have this type of question, we need to add if. So, and we need to move is to the place after there. So what can you, so what is the sentence
Can you
then?
tell me if there's a bank here?
If there's a bank near here, can you tell me if there is a bank near here? Okay. So the next sentence is for Abdelrahman. El Hibr. No, I see. Yusuf, are you here?
Yes, doctor.
So please, sentence 3 is for you.
Where can I buy some stamps? Do you know where buy some stamps, or where I can buy some stamps?
Yes, exactly. Do you know where I can buy some stamps? We move can to the place after I, so to make it direct order of words. Okay, now please let us listen to us.
Yes, doctor. Does this bus go to the castle? Could you tell me if this bus goes to the castle?
Exactly, perfect, well done. Yes, this is the general question. That is why we say if this bus, and we add yes, if this bus goes. Good. So the next is for Swat. Swat. Is Saad here?
I'm here, miss. Sorry, I'm having some problems with my Wi-Fi.
I see. So can you read the sentence number 5?
What time do the shop open? Do you know what time the shop is open?
No,
Opens.
the shops open. Do you know what time the shops open? We eliminate, we do not use do. Okay, good. Now, Aisha, please.
Yes, teacher. Where are the toilets? Could you tell me? Could you tell me if there are toilets?
No if, because this is special question. It has the question word, no if. If we add if only in general questions. So
Could you tell me where
the toilets
toilet?
are, yes, where the toilets are. We move the verb are to the place after the noun, the toilets. Could you tell me where the toilets are? Okay. So, Rami, please, the next sentence.
Is Susan at work today? Do you know if Susan is at work today?
Perfect, you are right. Do you know if Susan is at work today? Well, Yana.
Yes, teacher.
Number 8, please.
Okay. Did Milan win last night? Do you know if Milan won last night?
Exactly, you are right. Do you know if Milan won last night? We do not use did, but we changed the form of the verb win into the past simple. If Milan won. Okay, the next is for Yusuf.
Okay, doctor. Where did we park the car? Can you remember where we parked the car?
Where we parked the car. It should be past
Parked
simple.
the car, yes.
Good. And I missed Nur. 10 is for you, please.
Yes, what the time? Could you tell me what the time now?
Where's the verb here in this sentence? What's the time?
Is.
Is. So please move is to the place after the noun.
Okay, could you tell me
Could you tell me what the time,
is
Yes, could you tell me what the time is? Okay, please be careful with this grammar structures, because you have a chance to practice, to revise the structure of the sentences, because one of the home assignments will be about indirect questions. And if we move to the next slide, here we can see some questions about pain. When doctor asks his patient about the location of his pain, it's very important just to get this information, to have to understand the correct diagnosis. And so when taking the history of the presenting complaint, which stands for HPC, you often ask about pain, complete the questions. So to the left, we can see the first parts of the questions, the beginnings of questions A, B, C, D. And then to the right, you can see the second part of the question. So let us find the second part of the question and match the beginnings and endings of questions. For example, here in the first sentence, where do you, and please look through the phrases in the right-hand column. What is the second part of this question? Who can find it? Yes, Ramil?
Where do you get the pain?
Exactly. Where do you get the pain? This is the sentence. So now please a couple of minutes for you to match the beginnings and endings. Write down the questions, please, on paper, and then we'll check. Okay, start, please.
Okay, teacher.
Aisha, do you want to say something?
Yes, I want to answer for question number 2.
You found, okay, so please write all the questions, please. Write down all the questions on paper, and then we'll check together, okay? Yana, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so let us check, and let us listen to Afs, the second sentence. Afs, are you here? Aus, Ahmad.
Yes, doctor.
Okay.
Yes.
So the second sentence, the second question, what is it?
Does the pain spread anywhere else?
Okay, great. So then we should listen to Saad. Sentence C, please, Saad.
Suad or Sad?
Saad.
Sad didn't have the. This is subject.
Ah. This is Nadir El Fadil El Naim Saad, right? From Seychelles.
No, teacher, she's Swat.
No,
Swat.
Suad here.
Saad.
No, I mean, she teacher us Nadir El Fadil Swat from Seychelles. She's talking
Yes.
about the Swat. Yes. Oh.
I'm speaking about Swat. Am I right in pronouncing the name? Is Swat here from Seychelles? No, minus. Okay. So, Nur, please read sentence number C.
Suad, tell me, her mic didn't open.
I see, but she's here, right?
Yes.
Okay, anyway, can hear us, okay? Just there is some message.
Okay,
So at
number
least
C.
I'm here, but my mic isn't working. I see now, okay? Nur, will you please read sentence C?
Okay. Does it work the pain for me?
So wake, this is the phrasal part of the phrasal verb. Yes, Aisha, will you help us?
No,
Yes,
no.
teacher.
Does it wake you up at night? I'm missing that too. Yes.
Wake you up
Yes.
at night, does it? Okay. The next is
Yes, yes.
for, yes, Aisha, read the next sentence, please.
Okay. Can you tell me what makes it worse?
Mhm. What makes it worse? Okay, can you tell me what makes it worse? Are there any other versions
Or
possible here?
can you tell me what had the pain before?
No, this is about the character of pain here. And so, Ramil, what do you suggest? Ramil?
I think it, can you tell me what the pain is like?
Yes, what the pain is like, it's better to say, okay? Yes, Ramil, what do you think of the next sentence?
Can you describe the pain for me?
Okay, good. So then the next is for Yana.
How long have you had the pain?
Good, thank you. So Yosef, please.
Is there anything which constant?
Look, this is the question about the pain trigger. So the trigger for the pain. So, Afs, can you help us?
Oh, sorry, I was going to answer the when.
Okay, Aisha, can you help us?
Is there any thing which did it start?
Any more versions? No, 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 no. Is there anything which makes it worse or better? Yes. Okay, the next is, so Afs, can you read the next sentence?
Yes, when did it start?
Yes, right, good. So the next sentence is for, so Suat is absent now, Nur.
Yes, what number?
So this is I.
Is there anything which bring it?
Which
Is
brings
there
it.
anything which bring it? Constant. Yeah.
No, we have used Remil. What do you suggest?
Is there anything which brings it on?
Which brings it on? Well, and
Okay.
Aisha, please, the next sentence. J.
Is the G? J. Okay. Is there anything which brings it?
No,
Had the
this
pain
is J. J.
Yeah. Had the pain before?
Is the pain?
Is there anything?
No,
Which
this is
brings-
the second line from the bottom.
Okay. Is the pain? Okay. Sorry. Is the pain spread anywhere? No. Spread anywhere else?
We need only one word here. Is the pain
Constant.
constant? Yes. And the next is for Emil. The last line, please.
Have you had the pain before?
Exactly. So you can see these are the questions about the location of pain and the character of pain. And so now there is a listening task. Here there are several pictures. And so we're going to listen to the conversation between the doctor and the patient. And so we should match each picture with the conversation. So let us start listening and you'll tell me if you can hear.
Listening to.
Can you hear?
Listening
Yes,
to.
doctor.
Okay. Yes, so there are, just to look at the pictures, there are about the location and think of the location of pain. Now the first one.
Listening to. Exercise 2. 1.
What's brought you here? My wrist is throbbing since I fell in the street.
Which picture is it?
He said my wrist, yes?
Yes. So where is the
Number-
person? With the
Number
F, exactly,
F,
yes. So the wrist is throbbing.
2.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got a really sore throat.
So which picture is it?
number A.
A,
teacher.
yes. She says sore throat.
3.
What's brought you here?
I've been getting a kind of boring pain right here which goes through to my back.
So now
E.
Number E.
D. This is D. This is the elderly ladies speaking. So, and it goes through to her back. She says, okay?
D.
D.
4.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
Well, it feels a bit tender just here on my right side.
Now?
B.
Number E.
Number E, he on my right side, says, okay?
5.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got this gnawing kind of pain right about here in my stomach.
Number
Number G.
G, the problem in his
Yeah.
stomach.
6.
What can we do for you?
Well, I've got this sharp pain up and down my leg.
Number
B.
B.
B, yeah.
Number B.
Yeah.
7.
What can we do for you?
I feel as if there's a tight band squeezing all the way around my head.
C.
C.
Number
Which
C.
is C, yes. pain squeezing all over her head.
8.
What's brought you here?
I've got this crushing pain right here in my chest.
H.
H.
Yes, this is picture H. So you see, there were several parts of the body mentioned here in these conversations. So, and we understand
Listening
through
to.
the words. And yes, what are the questions which were used by the doctor? So when the doctor asks about the location of pain. So here are the beginnings of questions. The questions are actually, what's brought you here? What has brought you here? This is the polite way of asking. Or the second question is, can you tell me what seems to be bothering you? This is a very polite question. What seems to be bothering you? And the last question, what can we do for you? Is also a good way of just asking a patient about his complaints. Now we are going to